Saturday, January 9th, 1926. 100 years ago. Robbers shoot two. Policeman is dying. Grocer, resisting holdup, is wounded. Third bullet brings down pursuing patrolman. Harlem combed for thugs. Friends of policeman Michaels ready to identify suspects. Two robbers, seeking proceeds in a grocery store at 131 West 135th Street, last night shot the owner, Harry Cohen, and fatally wounded traffic patrolman Michael Michaels, who pursued them when they fled. Cohen was shot in the hand when he attempted to resist the robbers. Michaels was struck by a bullet as he ran after the men and fell in the street. He was taken to Harlem Hospital, where it was said he was dying. The shooting occurred shortly after 8 o'clock. The robbers entered Cohen's store, drew revolvers, and ordered him to hold up his hands. He attempted to resist and was shot. The robbers fled through a door leading from the shop to the office. The two men were climbing into an automobile at the wheel of which sat a third man. Caesar fired twice at them. They fired 4 shots in return through the window, and the automobile sped away. Nobody was hurt. Traffic patrolman Harold McCann, who was eating in a nearby restaurant during the shooting, arrived a moment too late to take a hand in it. Irene Cohen was hit on the head with a blackjack and robbed of $150 in his dry goods store at 121 Thompson Street last night. Cohen told the police that 3 men came into his store about closing time and ordered him to throw up his hands. He attempted to resist and was struck down. The robbers got $64 from the till and $36 from his pockets. Detectives from the Fence Squad arrested 3 men last night in connection with a truck holdup last November, in which $32,000 worth of rubber was stolen. Isaac Osborne of the Eastern Clipping Company, 88 East 8th Street, Brooklyn, and Max Levinson of the Acme Smelting Company, 13 Center Street, Jersey City, were arrested in O'Brien's place of business. And Frank Kane, a truck driver, whom Lieutenant Richard Ollier and detectives trailed from one plant to the other, was arrested in Jersey City. About $15,000 worth of rubber was recovered, the police said. Thaddeus Kid Bacon of 18 West 135th Street, said to be a former pugilist, was arrested last night and charged with the theft of $5,000 in jewelry from Mrs. Henrietta Bloom of 910 West End Avenue, where he was employed as an elevator operator. Mrs. Bloom told the police that she summoned Bacon to her apartment Thursday to call a physician for her and informed him of the whereabouts of the jewelry. Later in the day, she said she found the jewelry missing and Bacon gone. Three-face charge in police murder. McCabe O'Keefe, companions of Nichols blamed. Complete story of killing. Will not be suspended. Police commissioner says case will go to trial. Soon, charges of murder of patrolman Michael Michaels were preferred yesterday against James McCabe, Thomas O'Keefe, and a third man, believed to be Joseph Nichols, following an all-night investigation by the police. The 3 men were arrested shortly after the shooting of patrolman Michaels in West 135th Street early Thursday night, when the officer was shot down while pursuing robbers who had just wounded a grocer. Police Commissioner Enright said last night that none of the accused would be suspended from duty and that the case would go to trial as soon as possible. The commissioner declared that the evidence against the men was strong and that the police department was determined to press the prosecution vigorously. Detectives said that McCabe and O'Keefe had been companions of Nichols and that all 3 were seen together shortly before the shooting. The police alleged that Michaels was shot while acting strictly in the line of duty and that the killing was one of the most serious crimes committed against the department in recent years. McCabe acted in line of his duty. Prosecutor tells court patrolman John McCabe of the West 104th Street Station was acquitted yesterday of the charge of killing an unknown man whom he shot while resisting arrest. The jury returned its verdict after a short deliberation. The prosecution conceded that McCabe had acted strictly in the line of duty and that his conduct was justified under the circumstances. The court discharged McCabe amid expressions of approval from fellow policemen present in the courtroom. 112 are arrested in raids on clubs. Police swoop down on fabric makers and Clavon Business Association in Midtown. Gambling is alleged. Leahy organized own anti-vice squad and may get over heads of district commanders. Thrown into turmoil by the raids on 2 clubs last night and early today, police officials sought an explanation for the sweeping arrests and the closing of the places. The establishments raided were the Fabric Makers Club and the Clavon Business Association, both located in Midtown Manhattan. inspectors and detectives acting under direct orders entered the club simultaneously and arrested men found inside on charges of gambling and disorderly conduct. According to police reports, gambling devices and cards were seized and large sums of money taken into custody as evidence. The arrests were made by squads under Deputy Police Commissioner Leahy, who is said to have organized his own anti-vice force and to have acted without consulting district commanders. This action, it was said, has caused friction within the department, and questions were raised as to whether Leahy exceeded his authority. Several of those arrested were later released on bail, while others were held for arraignment in Jefferson Market Court this morning. Chief Inspector John J. Foro said that the raids were conducted after complaints had been received alleging open gambling in the clubs. He added that the police would continue to act against gambling wherever it was found, and that no favoritism would be shown. The New York Times. Saturday, January 9th, 1926.